Please welcome your 2026 New Orleans Saints.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by their third-year quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
Blitz coming and down he goes. Grant Delpit just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. How about the defense there trying to set the tone on the very first play of the game?
Yeah, there's a little bit of a glow here tonight because they brought the heat right out of the gate. What a good job establishing a tone for this one.
Throwing is Rattler. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. Boy, how about this to start a ball game? That's twice in a row now, Charles, that they get to him.
And how often do we talk about offenses that operate off of a script to begin games? Feels like this defense had their script together on this one. And their script said put the quarterback down.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Here comes the Saints punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. Taken at the 37. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So here are the Browns now with great starting field position. They're led out by the son of the Hall of Famer. Out of Colorado, it's Shedeur Sanders.
And you'd think as a young QB there'd be some nerves leading an offense out to start a game, but haven't seen any sign of them right now. And speaking with him earlier this week, sensed that the pressure wouldn't get to him. He feels comfortable being the face of this offense and shouldering the expectations on game day, even if he doesn't quite have the years of experience other quarterbacks do.
That's good for a Browns first down.
Here's Sanders. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. That's complete to Bell over the middle. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that's going to bring up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Throwing, Sanders. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And the Browns are going to have a first and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. Here we go now on first and goal. The handoff to Ford up the middle. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Ford is into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. So a good job there, Charles, taking advantage of the short field, and they score first, punching it in on the short touchdown run.
I love the theme there, right? They didn't have to do anything big on that drive. Took advantage of where they were on the field, took it downfield, put the ball in the end zone. The only thing big on that drive, the 6 on the scoreboard.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. Play action. Now Rattler. He lets it go deep for Olave. This is intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Browns force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
At the 32-yard line.
They run with 4. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They got 5 through the air last play, now 5 on the ground. 1st and 10.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Out of the gun here, Sanders. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Now Sanders. Throw right side is going to be caught by Judy. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Sanders. Right back to Judy, and it's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
On the ground, it's 4. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Over the middle, complete. That's Ford. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints 16.
It's a gain of 14.
They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Quinshawn Judkins. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. They work now on 2nd and 9. Sanders to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Saints are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
That'll be taken in by Shaheed. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. To the air is Rattler. There's Chris Olave. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
18 yards on the play. And the Saints, first down.
Now Rattler. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. From the gun, here's Rattler. Olave holds it in. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Here's Rattler. Here's a diving catch right side. Right back to him for 10 more and a first.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
They'll throw. Here's Rattler. They'll get this out to Kamara. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And that will bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Let's go now. Set, go. Ready?
To the air once more is Rattler. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Rattler wants to throw it. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Here now, 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6.
To throw now, here's Sanders. This one is complete to Jenkins. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
First down. A gain of 14.
Here we go.
First down, Cleveland.
To throw is Sanders. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And oh, he almost had his 2nd pick of the game. Probably should have. And he's frustrated as it falls incomplete. Throwing again at Sanders. This is the tight end, the Joker. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Let's go for a Browns. First down. A gain of 12.
Let's go now.
First down.
They'll look to throw again. Right back to Njoku. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent game. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this will remain a 1-touchdown game. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Here we go.
And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Looks like somebody's ready to begin the regular season, skipping over halftime here in the final game of the preseason. Third quarter, here we go. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return. The Browns offense set to go to work to begin this third quarter. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
From the 34-yard line, here's second down and 8. Here's Sanders. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. Looking to throw. Sanders. And that will be incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. Fourth down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same, because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
You know, last week I remember asking you, what would an offensive coordinator be looking for week 2 of the preseason? Now we're in week 3. Defensive coordinator-wise, what's he looking at? Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Martin Emerson. And his crew will take over with the football at the 35-yard line. This is Ford. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line.
It's a gain of 11. That's good for a Browns first down.
Ready.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. A gain of 8 there on the play. And they'll be left with second and a couple.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2 at the 15-yard line.
They'll fake it on the jet sweep, but instead a handoff up the middle. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Browns first down. A gain of 4 yards. And the Browns first down.
Again, they turn to Ford. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jerome Ford ready for the regular season with his second touchdown of the game. And the Browns are able to widen their advantage.
Saints nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The New Orleans offense back out and ready to go. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
It's now second
From the
and
33, here's a second down and 6.
Down.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. Throwing is Rattler. There's a short one caught by Johnson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First target, first catch, and a first down.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. As we surmise, Charles, most of the starting units still out there for this third quarter. First time this preseason that they played into the second half.
And that's by design. Most of the time by this point of the preseason, you want them to go into the half, cool down, and then come back out and warm up to start the third quarter like you would a regular season game. That's exactly what they wanted to get done.
3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the fourth quarter of play. Here's second and 10. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Here's Shuck. And that's going to be incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. They'll indeed go. Here's Shuck. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. Pushing through the contact. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a second and 3. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
To throw, Gabriel. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Here's a second and 9 now from the 29.
Ready.
An inside run with Jenkins. Given 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
It's a gain of 3.
To the air is Gabriel. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that'll bring up 4th down. Gabriel gonna throw for it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. On the handoff, this is Jenkins. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here we go.
The
Ready?
Saints'
That one looks like he'll throw here. And it's caught. Touchdown. Harold Fannin from 10 yards out. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. And the lead is now 24. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for Cleveland. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense.
Well, I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the fourth quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film session tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mentioned in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while, but everyone on that offense knows it'll sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board.
They'll throw. Here's Shuck. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack.
Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. They need 18 yards here on 3rd down.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
Throwing, Shuck. And that's complete to Cooks. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down.
Come on, set. 70.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over.
Incomplete. It's a turnover on downs.
Let's set.
On 1st down, here's Jenkins.
And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21.
Tackle made at the 21-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll stay on the ground with Jenkins.
And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
Well, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field, so you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. From New Orleans, good night, everybody.